This man has all his bases covered. He sent out Kiji and Van Augur to Whole Cake Island for pudding. Waited on Winter Island for one of Luffy, Kid, or Law to come after their Wano battle. Had Shiryu the Rain, Aokiji, and other Blackbeard pirates at Pirate Island Beehive. I'm talking about Vala Pizarro. I'm talking about Vasco Shot. I'm talking about San Juan Wolf to make sure no funny business was going down. We even see a ship heading towards Egghead Island. Many believe could be Lafitte, Canary and Devon, and maybe even a fleet member in maybe the Mad Monk Arouge. Today, I want everyone to put some respect on the greatest villain in the One Piece story. Yes, Marshall D. Teach, the Willa D lives, and he is Blackbeard. And I do definitely want to say, if you want to find out some crazy stuff, stick to the end of this video because we're about to let it all out when it comes to this character. A lot of people don't understand Whitebeard is, yes, he's a part of the worst generation, but he's been in the game a very long time as his tenure on the Whitebeard Pirates. Shanks said it best, he was hiding under Whitebeard. And he was there when Kazuki Yoden was there. So pretty much he was there before Roger became the Pirate King, all the way to Roger's son being his own division commander and ace. And I definitely want to say we seen the fall of Whitebeard from his prime to, of course, his old age in Marineford. But Blackbeard lived it. He lived it. That's why he was so like, whoa, like Whitebeard is definitely, this is not the same Whitebeard I was looking at as my captain during the Marineford incident of him and Whitebeard facing each other. I think the Roger, Odin, Whitebeard flashback that we saw during Wano, one of the most interesting aspects is Blackbeard not going to sleep. Now, Shanks made it seem like it was a positive thing. Blackbeard not going to sleep means he lives twice the life compared to other human beings. But I looked at it as a little bit different. I looked at it as, why can't you go to sleep? Because sleep is an underrated thing to do. Like, that's where you dream, and this is the same man that talks about a man's dream never dies. So why does he not go to sleep? Now, to me, if you're not sleeping, that means you also have to be daydreaming. You have to be having big dreams that you really want to achieve. And I just talked about, in a sense, on my Jipko channel, Zoro's willpower and how it's childlike. I think Blackbeard's willpower might be mastered. It's like a willpower that is controlled, which is really confusing, but I'll talk about that in future videos from now. Now, we all know that his body was stated to be different during Marineford War. When Blackbeard first takes Whitebeard's Delphoid ability, Marco says, don't get it twisted, he has a different body than regular human beings. Now, people are thinking, what does that entail? Well, I'm not too sure right now, but the fact that his Jolly Roger has 3 skulls, the fact that he had 3 slashes, that he slashed Shanks, and Shanks was on guard when he did slash Shanks, I truly believe Blackbeard probably has either 3 different personalities. That's why he can't go to sleep. He goes to sleep when he switches to different personalities. Or he could even be a situation where, how do I say this? He is 3 people. What if that is the reveal? He is a special race. What if we know that Willa D have a giant and Saul? What if Blackbeard is also a special race in the Willa D? And special races are being brought up with the Lunarians and whatnot. But speaking of scarring Shanks, a lot of people like to talk about this. Shanks says of all the scars he has, that one ached. And of course, it's pretty much saying stop Ace from going after Blackbeard. And Shanks was right. It's funny because Shanks was definitely right in this situation. It wasn't time for them to fight. And now we're seeing Shanks scarred by Blackbeard. And this is the same man who's using Divine Departure to one-shot Eustace, Kid, and Killer. So put some respect on Blackbeard's name. He could do damage to Shanks. And honestly, he is the only one we know for sure that has done damage to Shanks. Obviously, we know Mihawk, we can assume, but Blackbeard has his face scarred up, guys. That's insane. Now, I think a lot of people like to not talk about how Blackbeard is incredibly powerful without his Delphoid abilities. He almost broke Ace's neck just by punching him and sent him flying when he took Ace's Delphoid ability. You have to understand that Ace believed that Blackbeard could be the 2nd Division commander just off his raw physical power without no Delphoid ability. And then of course he went on to kill Thatch. Thatch had the Yami Yami no Mi, and he didn't eat the Yami Yami no Mi. Blackbeard killed him. Now we obviously know Blackbeard, Thatch had no Delphoid ability, but Thatch had to be strong to be a 4th Division commander. So this is Blackbeard versus Thatch. We do not know who was stronger when it comes to power scaling because we don't know how to power scale Thatch. But if Blackbeard packed him out, let's just say put some respect on Blackbeard's name. Now, a lot of people see this as one of Blackbeard's bad moments, him coming to Marineford War with the level 6 prisoners, taking on Whitebeard, losing to Whitebeard, but he did tank a quake to his face from Whitebeard and a slash from Whitebeard. And of course, he got his crew to kill Whitebeard and finish him off before he died. But I do want to say this, guys. You have to understand, Blackbeard's a pirate through and through, and he put that curtain on Whitebeard, came out of there, posed, and did the Gurgurnomi stance and started dropping earthquakes in Marine 4. And he was about to destroy Marine 4, where we saw the tsunami he was creating in the ocean levels and whatnot. It was intense, and Goku and Garp had to start getting their hands dirty for Blackbeard. Now, the Gorosei have confirmed that Blackbeard in the entire history of the One Piece world is the only man with 2 double abilities. That goes back to the Void Century, because I believe the Gorosei know what happened in the Void Century. So that means Joy Boy, like other characters during the Void Century, never had 2 double abilities. So Blackbeard is revolutionizing the Delphoid ability power. Whereas you have to understand that Vegapunk is explaining the Delphos right now on Egghead Island. He hasn't even explained how Blackbeard has 2 Delphoid abilities. So he's doing something that is one of a kind. He's special. And that's why I'm saying put some respect on Blackbeard's name. I'm not saying that Blackbeard is a good guy. I will admit Blackbeard is one of my top 5 favorite characters in the One Piece story. A lot of people know that have been following the channel for a while. But when I say put some respect on Blackbeard's name, it's more so for the achievements that he has done. Like beating Marco and the remnants of the Whitebeard pirates during the Payback War during the time skip. You have to understand, Blackbeard got Whitebeard's Delphoid ability, but he still needed to put in action and put in work and get his stripes to be recognized as a Yonko. And that's how he got recognized by Yonko, defeating Marco. Imagine he defeats defeats Marco, and Marco was going at it with King and Queen. Like, we saw that he's able to fight 2 Yonko commanders that are incredibly powerful, as Zoro and Sanji 1v1 at the same time. Now, he didn't beat them, but the fact that he's doing that was impressive to me. Marco the Phoenix also, we saw him going head to head with admirals like Kizaru, admirals like Aokiji, and admirals like Akainu. You have to understand, Marco, he has been putting in work in the One Piece story, and Blackbeard beat him. I also have to say this, when Jesus Burger said, I found Baltigo, I found where Monkey D. Dragon and Sabo are, and they have a lot of weapons, what's the first thing Blackbeard did? He went on and attacked the Revolutionary Army, the most wanted man in the One Piece world, Monkey D. Dragon, the son of Monkey D. Garp, the hero of the Marines who took down Roxy Zebek, the father of Monkey D. Luffy, the man who of course took down the strongest creature alive, Kaido. Blackbeard said, yeah, Monkey D. Dragon, I don't care if you're Monkey D. anything, I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna pack you out. So he went up against the Revolutionary Army. We haven't seen any Yonko group do that. We haven't seen the Whitebeard pirates. We haven't seen the Big Mom pirates. We haven't seen the Red Air pirates. We haven't seen the Beast pirates go against a Revolutionary Army group. That was only Blackbeard who did that. Also, I want to say this. People have been shitting on Blackbeard. He's only used his Delphoid ability. His Haki's weak. When Shanks and Luffy fights him, he's gonna get packed out. The first thing Oda shows Blackbeard in action for the first time post time skip. What does Oda show? Oda shows Blackbeard using Armin Haki to stop a Lunarian Seraphim Mihawk slash that cut off a piece of Amazon Lily. What I'm trying to say is put some respect on Blackbeard's name. His Armin Haki is legit, guys. And there's hints of him having Conqueror's Haki. I'm not going to say it's confirmed, but there's hints. People are talking. Go to Twitter and search it up. Yo, people are talking about Blackbeard might even having Conqueror's Haki coding. And he's measuring Luffy's Conqueror's Haki as well in the story. Blackbeard is built different. Another W for Blackbeard is defeating Boa Hancock. Now, people might say Boa Hancock wasn't ready. Blackbeard snuck her, everything. Like, I'm not going with that excuse because Boa Hancock was taking out everybody. Vice admirals, Yonko commanders. Like, she was taking out everybody on that island. And he knows the only person who didn't get taken out? Blackbeard. That's what I'm trying to say. Put some respect on this Yonko name. And he was about to kill Boa Hancock if Rayleigh didn't show up. Like, you have to understand, that is a crazy feat. And then we also get Rayleigh hyping up Blackbeard saying, yeah, he was about to kill Boa Hancock, but I couldn't beat Blackbeard. Yes, I came in there with Conqueror's Haki coding, and I came in there thinking, oh, this is Whitebeard's apprentice. I want to beat this guy. I don't like you. I got to be honest. But Rayleigh said it himself. He was about to lose to Blackbeard. This is a Rayleigh that went up against an Admiral and Kizaru pre-time skip. All I'm saying is put some respect on Blackbeard's name. This is a Haki specialist in Rayleigh. Conqueror's Haki, Armor Haki, and Observation Haki. He taught Luffy all 3 types of Haki, and he said he would lose to Blackbeard. Of course, you have to understand Blackbeard also went out of Amazon Lily by kidnapping the hero of the Marines of the Rocky Port incident, Koby, of Observation Haki specialist from what we're seeing so far in the One Piece story. He kidnapped Koby, taking another W, because Koby's gonna be a GOAT in the future. Right now he's not that strong, but in the future he's gonna be a GOAT. And of course Koby, I just like that moment of him kidnapping Koby and having, of course, Koby on the newspaper like Blackbeard kidnapped a Marine. Like, it's crazy. And I have to say, he kidnapped Koby, and Koby's about a sword, and now Kiji's explaining swords to Blackbeard and how it's pointless to even leverage this to become, of course, the king of Blackbeard Island, making Blackbeard a monarch, joining the referee. Blackbeard has some crazy dreams. It looks like he was supposed to be the king of the entire world, honestly. But of course, Aokiji says, no, you can't do that. And then Koby's like, I'm part of Sword, you can't do that. And Blackbeard says, well, I don't care. You guys are not going to outsmart me. You're still going to be used as leverage. And look what we see. We see Monkey D. Guard pulling up. And I have to say, Blackbeard, of course, versus Law. A lot of people are looking at that like, okay, Law's doing his awakening right away off the get-go. Law's cutting Doc U's horse. And of course, he's getting a Shock Willie and awakening attack on Blackbeard. Blackbeard Law, it looks like a competitive fight, right? No. Blackbeard, of course, soundly defeats Law. And of course, Law has to be saved by Beppo in his Sulong form. Or else Blackbeard was thinking about selling the double for the ability of the OP no Mi. Or maybe, of course, using it himself. Or maybe actually having Law use the Immortal Surgery on himself. Blackbeard was playing around with this guy. He destroyed his ship, saying you guys can't even run away. Put some respect on Blackbeard's name. This is a 3 billion brain man that Blackbeard soundly defeated. Now let me talk about Aokiji. Aokiji was a man who fought 10 days Akainu. And now he's, of course, the man who's recommended by Sengoku to be Fleet Admiral. And now he's one of Blackbeard's top Yonko commanders. Think about that. He's one of Blackbeard's one of his top young commanders. And the way Blackbeard got him on the crew wasn't by like leveraging in a sense, okay, if you don't do it, I'm gonna do this to you or that to you. No! I'm sorry, I had to do the Aokiji voice he did in Marine Forward when, of course, I said, yo, Aokiji got stabbed by Haki, and he's like, no! Of course, because he used Future Sight. What I'm trying to say is he didn't force Aokiji to join him. He actually convinced him, he persuaded him. That to me is more respectable, because that means Aokiji believes in what Teach is saying. Now, am I saying Aokiji is a Blackbeard pirate through and through? You guys all saw my Aokiji video. At the end of that video, watch that video, click that video. It's gonna be on the end screen at the end of the video to see what I truly believe Aokiji's plans are, his motives are. But all I'm trying to say is put some respect on Blackbeard's name for getting a guy like Aokiji to join him and go up against Garp and say, okay, Teach is not a good look if Koby escapes, if Teach comes back. So yeah, I'm telling you guys, put some respect on Blackbeard's name. Then there's the fact of Red Hair Shanks. While he's fighting Eustace Kid, well, I don't even know if you can call that a fight. Divine Departure, one tap. Even Killer got one tapped. He says, what's the information on Blackbeard? He just a Pirate Island Beehive. He's not on Wano. We thought he would be on Wano. They're stressing over Blackbeard, and they both just took out 6 billion berries and Law and Kid. What I'm trying to say is Shanks is worried for Blackbeard. He's been worried since pre-time skip, but now it's coming up. They're about to meet. Blackbeard versus Shanks is about to happen. It's the final saga, and I look at this really deeply of Shanks watching Blackbeard's movements. Now, I know what you guys are probably thinking. Why do I have Blackbeard in my top 5 favorite characters? Why am I gassing Blackbeard now in the final saga? It's because I think Blackbeard is going to be the greatest villain in the One Piece story. And I go to chapters like chapter 234, A Man's Dream Never Dies. When he says it to Luffy, and Luffy's just staring at him. You have to understand, Zoro was walking away, Nami was walking away. Luffy's just staring at this guy. Blackbeard had to leave first after the speech. He really, how do I say this, had Luffy thinking about Shanks, Luffy thinking about Ace. A man's dream never dies. And then he sees Luffy and Impel down and tells him, yeah, Sky Island existed, right? It's the same for the One Piece. This is what you call a rivalry. Jaya, Impel down, Marineford War. Of course, you could even go deep on to say arcs like Dressrosa when they discuss things between each other. And then, of course, just missing each other and when Blackbeard was waiting for one of the 3 captains. The Blackbeard versus Luffy fight is getting more and more hype and more intense, with Garp being involved and Shanks being involved, 2 guys that Luffy loves so dearly. I can't wait to see Blackbeard and Luffy like just go ham and see who gets packed out. We all know that Luffy versus Blackbeard is Joy Boy versus the man with 2 Dufford abilities and Whitebeard's Dufford ability and the Yami Yami no Mi. And I just want to see the interaction of these 2 characters. Law, there's a reason why Oda didn't show Law versus Blackbeard, but he showed Kid versus Shanks. He's not trying to show Blackbeard's crazy moveset that he has, guys. And honestly, I think it's just amazing to see. So all this rumble of Akainu is going to be the final villain of the One Piece story, or Im-sama is the final villain of the One Piece story. I don't mind. I think One Piece Final Saga deserves multiple final villains. But I think you have to really understand what the story is about. The story is not a marine journey or a celestial dragon journey, or just like it's a journey of pirates. So if Luffy wants to become the king of the pirates, he has to go up against the best pirate. And I'm saying, it might be controversial, but Blackbeard is going to be the best pirate that Luffy ever faces. So people, the fans of the Luffy versus Shanks, oh, I want to see Luffy versus Shanks. I'm gonna get real with you guys. I want to see Luffy versus Blackbeard. That's what I want to see. So put some respect on Blackbeard's name. That's my thoughts. Of course, click the end screen to watch my Aokiji video. Like and share if you enjoy. Like and share only if you enjoy. Subscribe for more One Piece content. I'm the Legend Mac, and I'm gone.